will see the number 15 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the back over the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Razorbacks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
10th play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Unloads it left. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Bringing it back. The tag. Touchdown, Knowles. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Hands it off. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The inside handoff. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Holstein. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Achuk. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. Past the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He leaves it with his back. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Makes the grab, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Good jet sweep pass. Fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
He spins that thing down the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. And late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking for the 2-point try. Back to pass, it's Holstein. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Pulls it, fired, complete. At the 35, he's got room. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got his man quickly. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this deep.
Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Under fire. Going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Applewhite. Shoots it to the left. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Fires to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll go to the fullback. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Handoff to the fullback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Pulls and fires complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. They take the lead with the 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the ball's out, and they're after it. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Holstein. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
Touchdown, Knowles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fullback's got it. Not much working. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And I love it when they slip it to the fullback. He's a guy that, blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak him by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
The Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, it's Holstein. Here comes the heat. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right. Doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guy sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Hauls it in. There he goes. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. He's got his man. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. A strike downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defense.
Just steamrolling the defense. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clapp. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Noles. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Oh, they're after him. Seminoles. And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like.
Finds a seam. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us for